The chicken spaghetti bake is a classic comfort food that brings together tender chicken, perfectly cooked spaghetti, and a rich, creamy sauce. Layers of melted cheese add a delightful gooiness, making each bite warm and satisfying. This casserole is beloved for its hearty flavors and the way it effortlessly feeds a crowd. Whether served for a family dinner or a casual gathering, its inviting aroma and comforting texture make it a favorite on any table. This recipe begins with a few essential ingredients that come together to create a comforting dish. Tender pieces of chicken serve as the main protein, while classic spaghetti provides the hearty base. A generous amount of cheese adds richness and flavor, melting beautifully into the dish. The creamy sauce, made from a blend of savory components, ties everything together for a satisfying and cohesive meal. Begin by selecting boneless, skinless chicken breasts or thighs for the best results. Place the chicken in a pot of simmering water or broth and cook gently until the meat is fully cooked and tender, usually about 15 to 20 minutes. Once cooked, remove the chicken from the liquid and let it cool slightly. For optimal texture, use 2 forks to shred the chicken into bite-sized pieces, pulling along the grain of the meat. This method ensures the chicken remains moist and easy to incorporate into your recipe. Begin by bringing a large pot of salted water to a rolling boil. Add the spaghetti and stir occasionally to prevent sticking. Cook the pasta until it is just shy of al dente, as it will continue to soften during baking. Once done, drain the spaghetti thoroughly, ensuring there is no excess water. This preparation helps the noodles maintain their texture and absorb the flavors of the baked dish. To create a rich and creamy sauce, start by combining cream of mushroom soup with a generous dollop of sour cream. This blend forms the base of the sauce, providing both smooth texture and depth of flavor. Next, add your preferred seasonings, such as garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper to enhance the taste. Mix everything thoroughly until the sauce is well blended and silky. This creamy mixture will coat your dish beautifully, adding both moisture and savory notes. Begin by combining the cooked chicken, tender spaghetti, savory sauce, and a generous amount of cheese in a large bowl. Mix everything thoroughly to ensure that each ingredient is evenly distributed. This creates a rich and flavorful base for the casserole, with the cheese helping to bind the mixture together. The result is a harmonious blend of textures and tastes, ready to be baked into a comforting dish. Begin by spreading a thin layer of sauce on the bottom of your baking dish to prevent sticking and ensure moisture throughout the casserole. Layer your ingredients evenly, making sure to distribute proteins, vegetables, and pasta so that every bite is balanced. Sprinkle cheese generously between each layer, allowing it to melt and bind the components together. Press down gently after each layer to eliminate air pockets and promote even cooking. Finish with a final abundant layer of cheese on top for a golden, bubbly crust once baked. For an extra layer of flavor and a golden, bubbly finish, sprinkle a generous amount of cheese over the top before baking. This step enhances both the taste and the appearance of your dish. If you'd like to add even more texture, consider scattering breadcrumbs over the cheese, which will create a delightful crunch. Fresh herbs such as parsley or chives can also be sprinkled on after baking to add a burst of color and freshness. These optional toppings allow you to customize the dish to your personal preference. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure even baking. Once the oven reaches the desired temperature, place your dish on the center rack. Bake for 25 to 30 minutes, or until the top is bubbling and turns a light golden brown. Keep an eye on the surface during the last few minutes to avoid over-browning. When finished, allow the dish to cool slightly before serving for the best texture and flavor. To ensure your casserole is fully cooked, insert a knife or toothpick into the center. If it comes out clean and the filling is bubbling around the edges, your dish is ready. For casseroles with cheese or breadcrumbs on top, look for a golden brown crust as a sign of doneness. Once removed from the oven, allow the casserole to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. This resting period helps the flavors meld and makes it easier to slice and serve. When it comes to serving, consider portioning the dish into individual bowls or plates for a polished presentation. Use a ladle or serving spoon to ensure each portion is consistent and visually appealing. To elevate both flavor and appearance, try adding a sprinkle of fresh herbs, a drizzle of high-quality olive oil, or a dash of cracked black pepper as garnishes. For a final touch, a wedge of lemon or a sprinkle of grated cheese can complement the dish beautifully. These simple enhancements not only make the meal more inviting, but also add layers of taste and texture. There are many ways to customize this dish to suit your preferences. You might try experimenting with different types of cheese, such as cheddar, mozzarella, or even a smoky Gouda, to create unique flavors. Adding vegetables like spinach, bell peppers, or mushrooms can provide extra nutrition and color. For those who enjoy a bit of heat, incorporating spicy ingredients like jalapenos or a dash of hot sauce can give the dish a bold kick. These variations allow you to tailor the recipe to your taste and make it your own. To keep your casserole tasting fresh, store any leftovers in an airtight container in the refrigerator. When reheating, use a low oven temperature or microwave in short intervals, stirring gently to distribute heat evenly. Adding a splash of milk or cream before reheating can help restore the dish's creamy consistency. Avoid overheating, as this can cause the cheese to separate or become grainy. With these steps, your casserole will retain its rich, cheesy texture even after being stored. For individuals seeking lighter or gluten-free options, there are several important nutritional factors to consider. Many gluten-free foods are naturally lower in calories and carbohydrates, making them suitable for those aiming to manage their weight or blood sugar levels. However, it's essential to ensure adequate intake of fiber and essential nutrients, as some gluten-free products can be less fortified than their traditional counterparts. Incorporating a variety of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains like quinoa or brown rice can help maintain a balanced diet. Always check ingredient labels to avoid hidden sources of gluten and to make informed choices that support overall health. In summary, the chicken spaghetti bake brings together tender chicken, savory pasta, and a creamy, flavorful sauce for a meal that's both satisfying and easy to prepare. Its comforting blend of ingredients makes it perfect for family dinners or gatherings with friends. With its golden, bubbly topping and hearty taste, this dish is sure to become a favorite at your table. Give this recipe a try and experience the warmth and comfort it offers with every bite.